Hey guys, welcome back to my garden. Today I wanted to show you guys how I'm growing all of my vegetables. Now, I have this high tunnel here and I do plant inside of there, but I use containers for everything. Now you can see that over there I do have some raised beds, but what is a raised bed? Just a big old container, right? Why am I growing in containers? Because I thought, hey, I'm not getting any younger here and I don't want as much work. How about if I just get a bunch of containers and put a bunch of fabric stuff down so I don't have to weed. I don't have to weed around, inside, or any of that. Easy, right? Super easy. Until you realize that you can't just leave those thingies there. I mean, these containers are made out of fabric. So number one, fabric needs to be watered every day, especially in the heat of the summer. Super hot, water every single day. Whether you have an irrigation system or you have to come out here and spend an hour or so watering. And during that time, it's peaceful, right? You can talk to the plants as you're watering them or get an irrigation system because it just takes too long. But at any rate, you need to do that. Another thing that you need to do with containers is you can't just leave them and forget them. You need to do something with that soil. You need to add nutrients to the soil because every year when you plant something out there, depending on what you plant, depends on what is used up in that soil. Now, some of those plants give stuff like nitrogen, say peas or beans or something like that. And others like tomatoes, they're taking it away. They're sucking it away. So you need to do something in those containers. Every year you need to take it out and mix it up and add stuff to it and then put it back. So yeah, that's a pain in the butt, isn't it? Yeah, it is. But think about this. When you plant in ground, you're supposed to do the same exact thing, right? You're supposed to plant those little crop thingies, those winter crop things. You're supposed to add the nutrients, add the manure, add the stuff. You're still supposed to do that even in ground. So you really can't get away from doing that work or adding that stuff, can you? Not really. To me, it was the same thing. But hey, in the end, the best thing about this is there's no weeding. I'm going to show you guys how I take care of the dirt in these containers. So let's do it. Let's talk ingredients. What goes in those containers anyway? Well, if you already have the soil from last year, you're just going to use that stuff. You're going to dump that in a wheelbarrow. But if you instead bought maybe some more raised beds or containers and now you need more soil, like people I know, then you're going to either go to a local guy or you're going to go to a big box store. Now, what's the difference? Well, if you go to the local guy, well, then you could say, hey, local guy, what do you have in that soil? What's going on there? And if your guy is like my guy, hopefully he's going to say, we've got some compost in there. I've got 3-year leaf compost in with that garden soil. And then you can go there, check it out, and see it for yourself before you actually buy it. Now, you don't need a big honking truck beep beep coming to your house. You may be able to just get a little small amount from that local guy. So don't be afraid to ask him, hey, can I just come and pick up some and load it in my car? And chances are good you can do it that way. You just never know. Or you go to the big box store and then you get what you get, right? I mean, there's all different brands, all different things going on there. But check out the ingredient list because did you know there is one? Here are the ingredients from this particular soil. It's kind of interesting. It doesn't list soil as an ingredient. Now you have the soil, but what else goes in there? Well, let me show you. I've got a few other things that go in with the soil. We've got some peat moss back there. We've got some rice hulls. Now, those two thingies there, they're just going to help with the drainage, keep your soil all loamy, so it's not all compacted in those containers. That's the job that these two guys are doing. Now, if you don't have rice hulls, no worries. You can just use one of the lights, permaculite or vermiculite, those guys. In case you don't have that, no worries. We also have a compost that we're going to put in there. Now, I've got this rabbit manure compost, which has an NPK of 211. And hey, if you guys don't have this stuff and you want it, you can always check out Facebook Marketplace, because sometimes Rabbitries will post it on there and it's a pretty decent price. But if you don't have this stuff, you can always put some other sort of compost in there. Now, the amount that I'm using is around the amount that you see here. This much of the manure is going to go in there, this much of the rice hulls, this much of the peat moss. Then I'm just going to mix it all together, and then I'm going to start planting out my containers. Let's mix it. Looks pretty good. Looks like I got more work to do now that I've got all that soil mixed up. I guess I'll see you guys next time.